Our exercise today, we talk about the incarnation, spiritual principles or values or ideal. I will explain, or attributes. We can call it in very many words. We want to choose spiritual attributes and make them or ask for them to incarnate in us. Let's say, for example, that if I have a tendency to have a lot of quarrels with my husband or with my children or with my neighbors, and we make a lot of efforts to bring peace to our relationships, and although so many efforts, I can't, it seems I'm not getting a lot of fruits in that area. Yeah. So in such a situation, the idea of this exercise is, instead of just saying, I will try to be more peaceful, or I will try to not to quarrel with my husband or so on, I ask God, I ask the Spirit to become peace. I ask myself, I take this virtue of peace, and I ask myself, if I was peace, if I was this virtue, how does peace act? How does peace talk? How does peace move in the world? What kind of voice does peace use? How can that be possible? Maybe it sounds very weird, but we have a spiritual root for that. Because actually, when we look at in the Kabbalah, there are the sfirot, sfira, and there are different spiritual values or virtues. So we can see people that were, we can say, an incarnation of a specific sphera, a specific spiritual value. For example, Abraham is considered to be we can say the incarnation, it's not said like this, but is the incarnation of the sphera of chesed, or chesed is grace or kindness or goodness, yes? And Abraham, which is, of course, not a regular human being, but we can see more as an archetype. He is considered to be that quality, yeah? We can say that this quality, this spiritual archetype, this spiritual value or ideal, descended down to the world and incarnated in Abraham. Isaac, the second father, is considered to be gvura. Gvura, we can say strength, courage, borders, and so it has many aspects, but these are people, these are human beings that weren't regular human beings, and they are also called the fathers because they are like roots. Yeah, they are like an archetype of this specific virtue. Now, we as regular human beings, we have all kinds of virtues and all kinds of characteristics and all kinds of qualities, and usually they are mixed inside us. We have inside us all the sfirot, we have inside us all the different qualities, but they aren't so specific and so complete. Usually we have them in a partial way, yes? But the idea of this practice is that if it is possible, we know from the spiritual knowledge that there is a possibility that specific virtue will incarnate in me. I can ask for a specific virtue to now to incarnate in me. And the idea is that, for instance, I wake up in the morning and I say to myself, what is the value, what is the ideal, what is the virtue that I need today in order to cope with the challenges that are coming to me in the last day or in general in my life at the moment. We can take any kind of spiritual value or spiritual virtue that we feel that we need now to cope with what is coming to us. It can be peace, it can be love, it can be faith, it can be any kind of characteristic like this. And the idea is that when I take this kind of virtue, for instance, I come again to my husband and I say to myself this morning, I say, today I am peace. Not I am asking for peace or I want, please help me to have peace, but I'm asking, I'm praying to become peace. And as I said before, I ask myself, I have to ask myself, okay, in this situation, when I'm upset, how would peace act? Not how would Yael act? Yes? The same with any other virtue that I choose. So we are asking to be an incarnation of the attribute, yes? In the end of correction, when we will complete our correction, we will be all these virtues. Yeah, we will have all these attributes in us in a complete way, because all the 10 spheroid are in us, and all the different, we know this also from anthroposophy, right? That all the different hierarchies, all the different qualities are in the human being, because the human being is a microcosmos of the whole macrocosmos. So we have everything inside us. We have the potential for each attribute inside us. But as we are still on the path, and as we are not yet initiates and not yet fully completed our correction, we can try to ask a specific attribute that maybe is weak in us, or maybe we feel, or maybe we have, but we forgot and we need now to strengthen in order to cope in a different way in our life. We can ask for it to incarnate in us.